What information are we looking for? The interviewer is simply trying to get to know you and what it's like to be in a room conversing with you. Um, we ask a lot of questions about growth. That tends to be like the central theme in our interviews. Is how have you grown as a student from when you first entered high school to your time here at the end, and how can we see you um, growing within our institution. Thought they were charged. Awesome. So again, like I said, this is really our opportunity uh, to get to know you a little bit better. This We look for those growth opportunities. How have you grown academically? How have you grown as a person? Again, we're trying to get to know you as a person, not just academically, but who you are as a person. What have you learned from your school? What is something that's been the most challenging experience for you? Um, you know, would you consider yourself more introverted or extroverted? What are you passionate about? We talk a lot about the things that you're potentially passionate about because it says a lot about your interests as to who you are as a person. We might ask questions around how what success looks like to you, because that in and of itself could look very different from student to student. So this is some of the questions that we may, or some of the themes in which we're maybe trying to ask you. We might also ask you questions about things that we've seen in your application. So you want to make sure you know what you've submitted. Sometimes we may have your application, or sometimes you might choose to interview with a college, but you haven't submitted your application yet. And that's fine. One isn't necessarily better than the other, but if we do have your application on file, that's just another opportunity for us to review some information about you. This is another opportunity for you to tell us more about you that we aren't going to get from your application, and to really have a more personalized conversation. I don't need to know anything that's on your resume unless we get to know you better through it. Your reader is already going to know you captain the basketball team. Your interviewer wants to know why you put that work in and what excites you about it. I talk a lot about this with the essay writing workshop, but it's always being careful about coming off on a resume format, right? Because for example, your activities list, when I review your application, I'll be able to see that. Like Annika, one of our interns, has said, we know that you were the basketball captain. What we're hoping to get out of the interview is why. What is it that motivated you to do that, or what stems that passion? And those are the kinds of things that we're looking to get out of that interview. So this we're going to talk about the how